You've introduced it. What?
Okay, I introduced it on July the 8th, and that was PickensPlan.com. We've had over 4.5 million visitors to that website. We consider it to be a huge success at this point. There's no question. Now, I'm doing town hall meetings, and I've had 4 of them so far. One in McAllister, Oklahoma, one in Colorado, and Topeka, Kansas. Tomorrow I've got Fargo, South, Sioux City, and so, but they're packed.
Well, okay, but here's my point. The people want this kind of stuff, but right. you still have people like Ed Riddell. He was all for solar panel. Let's build these turbines, but now he's trying to, in Pennsylvania, overturn the law for the transmission lines. How do you get anything done with this government at every level and these environmentalists stopping common sense things? You want clean energy? Good, here it is. Give me the power lines to move it from the middle of nowhere to my house.
Okay, what's happened, Glenn, is that this is a nonpartisan issue, and both sides will say they want the production tax credit to promote the windmills and the solar. And when both of them say it's a nonpartisan issue, you can bet your life something's going to happen. And they are going to pass the right kind of legislation. What they need to do is to give corridors out of the wind area, which is a central part of the United States, to the east and west coast. I think that's coming. Second, they need to get natural gas over to a transportation fuel, and that's coming too.
Why haven't we done that yet, T. Boone? Well, I mean, we can run.
I've got the answer. The answer, okay, is cheap oil. You had cheap oil and no leadership. And so we sat here and just continued. If you go back to 1970, we were importing 24%, 91, 42%. At the end of the decade, 60%, and now we're almost 70%. And so the oil was cheap. Now all at once, the price went vertical. And that's when the crowd came to me. When I came up, I said, look, I've got it analyzed. I can tell you what the energy situation is, and I have a solution.
Okay. There's 2 things that I want to talk to you about. First is you say you have the solution, but I read an article on you, I don't know, a couple months ago. It was after we met, and I read this article, and it was, you're the oil king now. You are the Saudi Arabia, not oil, you're the Saudi Arabia of water. And you bought into the aquifer down in Texas, which basically, if you have a big enough straw, you can take all the water from the heartland and everything. I mean, you are the largest owner of water in the world. That kind of spooks me a little bit. I mean, I love you.
Are you ready for my response?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The transmissivity of water is very slow, and I don't.
If I knew what transmissivity meant.
Well, it doesn't move. It moves very slowly because it's shallow and you don't have an overburden on it, so there's no pressure, and so it's very slow to move. And I'm in a county of 565,000 acres, and that county it's in rolling hills, so we can't irrigate. And so what we have, I've taken my neighbors as partners with me, and we all would like to sell some water to Dallas-Fort Worth.
Okay.
It's that simple.
All right. The next thing is wind. You're all up, on wind, yet do we have the storage capacity? Do we have the batteries to be able to store the wind power?
Not yet, but listen, there's plenty of wind going on. Germany's the most highly developed for wind. Spain, the Danes, we have Texas is the largest wind producer right now. California's second. Iowa third. I mean, this is happening right here.
Right, but
it will work. But
right,
we'll
but
get the storage.
But you have problems with all of those countries have problems with the turbines stop because the wind stops blowing.
But you have backup natural gas, which we have in abundance in America. That's the beauty of our situation on energy in America, is we have an abundance of natural gas. And see, the thing about it is we have not capitalized on that.
Yeah, T-Boone, I have to tell you, I'm going to be a skeptic here, but I ain't going to tear apart anybody who is trying to move forward, because there are too many clowns in this country not doing a damn thing. Thank you for what you're doing. I appreciate it. That's tonight's Real Story, and coming up,